Welcome back to the channel, Hobby1 Kenobi here. Now I begin work on the Kinetic Mirage 2000C. Kinetic has a wide range of different versions of this aircraft, but I chose the C because I wanted to depict the aircraft in the 1980s or early 1990s. The blue-gray coloring of this jet is striking and will break up the monotony of grays found in anyone's model display cabinet. As usual, the build begins with the cockpit. Parts are removed from the sprue. I like to clip away from the part. This way I can angle the side cutters more carefully and ensure a clean cut. After removing the parts, I clean up any flash and check for pin marks that need to be removed or filled. There is a large pin mark on the cockpit wall, but this will be covered by 3D decals. The detail out of the box looks quite good, but I have decided to use Quinta Studio's 3D decals. To add the decals, some molded details must be removed. This is achieved with side cutters, an X-Acto knife, sanding sticks, and this really great tool officially called the Push Broach Combination Set by Disbay. This set comes with 5 different sized chisels, typically used for scribing panel lines. I also like to use them to scrape off material, and the blade of the chisel can be used upside down to scratch out any material. It's important to work slowly and to remove a little at a time. Try not to squeeze the piece with your other hand, since as material is removed, the pieces become more fragile. A scalpel is used to level off the surface. Then sanding sticks remove any scratches. The parts are then painted. I find with 3D decals it is best to match the cockpit color with the color of the decals themselves. I will typically take my time mixing paints to find just the right shade. A dab of the final paint color is placed next to the decals directly on the backing paper for a side-by-side comparison. Once the paint is dry on the model, I apply a coat of Mission Models gloss, then begin adding a dark wash of Artist Oils. The oils are allowed to dry, then removed with a Q-tip and an old soft brush. A small percentage of the oils are left in the crevices, depicting shadows. "3D decals are easy to apply, just please remember a few things. First, place a drop of water on the backing paper. Placing the decals directly in water isn't necessary, and the decals will start to soak up the water and expand. You just need enough water to soften the backing paper and free the decal. Use PVA white glue to adhere the decals to the part. Decals can also be attached with super glue, just use it sparingly and carefully. I spent some time thinning parts on the ejection seat. Thinning the edge of the seats adds a level of realism to the part without resorting to aftermarket resin seats. This is achieved by scraping the inside of the edges with an X-Acto knife and sanding sticks. Finally, I decided to thin out the edge of the exhaust nozzle with sanding sticks and sandpaper. I also used my favorite riveting tool. Well, that does it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.